Okay, what do we know about you? Last name is Ismail. You're a teacher. Oh! Oh!
What's good, everyone? This is Jesse Cito from Scarborough Spots, and you are now watching The Scarborough Show, the show where we celebrate our people and our city. Let's go.
This episode is brought to you by the Scarborough Shooting Stars, the team that brought Scarborough its first ever professional championship. Get your season tickets now. Go to www.scarboroughshootingstars.ca. Brought to you by Aero Group of Companies, industry leaders dedicated to excellence, innovation, and community impact. A huge thank you to Aero for supporting Scarborough stories and helping us put our city on the map.
And ladies and gentlemen, today Jesse has given up his proverbial seat on the RT for me. And our guest today is stand-up comedian, school teacher who has immigrated to Canada from Egypt at 7 years old. He spent over a decade grinding it out on stages across the country. In 2022, he released his first comedy album, Homeroom Habibi, and he's just finished recording his sophomore album, soon to be released. He's a touring headliner who's been named one of Just for Laughs' new faces. He's co-lined JFL Toronto, and you've heard him on CBC's Laugh Out Loud and SiriusXM. When he's not on the road, you might find him in the classroom, turning real-life experiences into material. Please welcome my dear friend, Moe Ismail, to the Scarborough Show. What's up, my guy? Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
It's good to be here.
Right?
In this RT.
So we are sitting on the RT.
Legendary.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
have memories of riding this thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Going to Scarborough Town Center, which I always thought was the last stop, but it's not.
It's not.
There was always one stop, right? You're always like, but everybody got off at Scarborough Town Center. What was the last stop? It was McAllen. Yeah.
We were talking. It's kind of the phantom.
Yeah.
The phantom stop that nobody really got off.
Yeah, only nerds got off at McAllen. Dude, what are you doing? Get off at STC, bro.
Right. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
What are you staying on for?
Yeah. It always smelled a little bit weird. It was loud, but it was good vibes.
Do you have any specific memories of the RT? Is there anything in particular that you remember about riding the RT?
I mean, like, it was this weird when we started taking it, like, as new immigrants in Canada. It was really just like a snapshot of like Scarborough, but not really. Like, there was always that big mural between what was it? What is it?
Lawrence and Kennedy.
Between Lawrence and Kennedy,
yeah,
right?
There was a stretch of.
And there was the dude who was like the vampire with like a sickle. You're like, I don't know who that guy is, but yeah, legendary. So I don't know, especially as like as an immigrant, you're like, I don't know what this place is. I'm trying to figure it out. So that's cool.
And you emigrated to Canada when you were 7. What year would that have been?
That was 96.
96. So the
1996.
RT was just like 11 years old. It
was new?
It was still pretty new at that time. Yeah.
Okay.
So you've seen the duration.
Yeah, just in its heyday. Was it? I think it was loud back then too.
We said that it was always loud.
That was loud.
And it was always cold.
Yeah.
I don't know that the heat ever worked on this.
No, I don't think there's any point.
Yeah.
Why? it's a shoebox on wheels, But I liked it. It was. I think it's very representative of Scarborough.
For sure.
We never really get like the full package.
Yeah.
We always get like the discount, and then we dress it up to be like, dude,
to make it good.
Yeah.
So this is like the Temu version of.
Yeah.
Right.
But we always do that. We take something small. Look at all our businesses. It's always like the best food, hole in the wall, that somehow evolved into this thing. But
it's so true.
Most cases, the best food, hole in the wall.
Yeah, that's very true.
So that's, lesson for Scarborough.
There you go. So when you arrived in Scarborough at that young age, what are some of the things that you feel kind of shaped you along your journey? Like, obviously at the time when you were a child, when you arrived here, you weren't thinking about becoming a comedian.
No.
But
no.
So what happened along that journey that made you say, you know what, I think this is where I'm gonna go?
I feel like it started with my first Jamaican beef patty. You know what I mean? And it all just went south. No, yeah. I mean, what happened? I think just it's been a mix of things. I don't think there's just one thing that made me go down the path of being a comedian. But you kind of reflect on it and you go, a little bit of like, you know, family dynamics, a little bit of like your environment, the neighborhood you grew up in, not to sound cliche, but like the diversity.
For
Because
sure.
it was, you're ripping on everybody, and it's not racism. It's a way of bonding, you know? Because it's like, I'm Egyptian, my neighbor's Jamaican, the dude down the hall is Indian,
Yes.
the guy downstairs is Romanian,
Yes.
and we're all boys, and you're like, there was racial jokes always flying at all times.
Yes.
So in a way, it was us like bonding. Like I'd get home from school and we always hung out in the hall. So I dropped my backpack and I'm like, yo, I'm so tired. And then somebody's like, yo, he dropped his bag, everybody run. You know? And then the Jamaican guy would pick it up like, yo, this guy's gonna steal it. You know, so it was always like something
Yes.
tied to race, but it was never hateful.
Yes.
It was always just like, dude, the jokes and the ripping on each other was always so even, and it just brought everybody closer.
Right, because
You
we
know?
all connected with being
Yeah,
different.
absolutely. There wasn't like this like hypersensitivity on like, guys, I would just like to say that didn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
Because then the jokes are
Yeah,
doubled up.
of course.
You couldn't show vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like you just had to roll with it and then fire one back.
Yes.
So that's Scarborough though.
That
you
is
know?
Scarborough. That's where the Scarborough kind of grit. I guess
Yeah.
that's where we kind of got our attitude
Yeah.
because we had no choice but to like, yo, that's who I am.
That's who I am.
Right? Oh, I
Like
didn't.
everybody was kind of like a weirdo in their own way. And,
Yes.
you know, everybody's so different, and you learn so much about other cultures, and in the process of doing so, you made fun of other cultures because they're making fun of your culture.
Yes.
But like it's weird through humor, you're actually learning, and then now you get
100%.
like, you know, I went to high school at SATEC at WA Porter. I don't know, depending on what
Ooh.
generation you are, you either called it Porter or SATEC, but you know that was like a big like Tamil and Sri Lankan population,
Ah.
and they would always call each other Anna or Day. So you'd walk into high school and it'd be like Anna, Anna, and then now me and all my Scarborough boys, you'll hear us and it's just, yo, Anna, come here.
Right?
None of us are Tamil, maybe one or two, but that stuck.
Yes.
You're calling someone by a name, and I think Anna means like big brother or something.
Right.
And you're calling someone Anna who's Filipino and I'm Egyptian, but Anna stuck with us.
Yeah,
You know? So I don't know, it was dope. It was dope and I love it. I would not change a single thing about it.
So would you say that growing up in Scarborough has really kind of shaped who you are?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And
Yeah.
it came kind of by chance, you know. We didn't really plan on moving to Scarborough. We just wanted to come to Canada. And then we heard Toronto was like the hub of like, you know, community and business and all this stuff and education. So we came to Toronto, and when we first got here, I still remember like nobody really spoke English except my dad.
Mm.
So we got off at Pearson at the airport. The baggage guy grabs all our bags, takes it out to the cab, and then the cab driver was like, "Hey, where do you guys want to go?" And we were like, I don't know, Canada. I don't know. And he's like, "Well, you're here, so where?" And then we're like, my dad's like, I'm not too sure. And then the cab driver looked at the baggage guy. They kind of looked at each other, and they're like, "Scarborough?" And he's like, "Yeah, Scarborough." And then we just got in the cab and drove us to Scarborough.
And that's how you ended up in Scarborough?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Swear to God. And then we stayed at the Travel Lodge right at Vic Park and 401. It's not a Travel Lodge anymore,
No.
but
But it's still, yeah, I think
no,
it is.
I think it became a Radisson, and then now I think it might be something. Yeah, now it's like a shelter maybe or something. But
Wow.
yeah, so we just it was by chance, and then Scarborough's been home since. Yeah, right. So
That is wild.
yeah, it's a crazy story. It's like, yeah.
Do you know, I'll say Sammy Fareed makes a joke about leaving Egypt and ending up in Scarborough and it being a lateral move. I love that joke.
A little bit, I could see it.
He like kind of felt the same. We ended up
Yeah.
at Markham and Eglinton.
Did he grow up in Egypt?
I believe so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think so.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
Sammy Fareed.
Yeah.
No, so I wasn't even born in Egypt. My parents are both Egyptian,
Mm.
so I'm Egyptian. But when I was born, they had jobs in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
So I was born in Saudi Arabia, but you're not Saudi Arabian unless your parents are.
Oh.
So we went to school there till I was like 7, and then we immigrated here.
So
Yeah.
what are you? Your nationality is
Chinese. No,
You're
sorry.
so dumb.
That's what happens when you mix Scarborough, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. It's like
Surprise.
mixing colors.
Meow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I don't think I realized that about you.
Yeah.
And then, so what was your first sort of parlay into the comedy world?
Well, after high school, I was kind of bouncing around a little bit. I didn't know what to do with my life. My mom wanted me to go to university, so I went to the University of Windsor for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was 18, turning 19 over there, so it was just like partying every day. Got kicked out of Windsor because I just failed everything. And then got a job at a call center and just taking calls for a credit card company, which I cannot mention legally. But yeah, so I got a job with them, and excuse me. And in between calls, I was taking calls, and in between calls, my boy Jerome sat next to me, and we would make fun of like things that we would see, like customers' names and stuff. You're like, yo, look at this guy's name. This guy's got 47 letters in his name, and we were dying. We were just ripping on these customers, and then he was like, yo, man, you ever thought of doing comedy? And I was like, nah. I was like a Scarborough dude. I was like, nah, man, yo. I'm a man. I don't know, I'm a clown. Go up there and tell my jokes, you know. So he's like, no, you should try it. Like it's good. So then he's like, let's just go watch some shows. So then we started going to Yuck Yucks, and then just watching Amateur Night week after week. We would watch it, and then eventually I was like, you see enough people bomb, and you go, yo, I could do that, right?
But did you know you were funny?
Yeah, like I was always the funny guy in school. And
right,
stuff.
Yeah.
But
you just didn't know you could make money doing it.
No, I didn't know. I mean, you don't make money for a decade, for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think I just didn't know that was like a thing you could do.
Yeah.
Because you just see comedy on TV. You never think of like how it's made. You just think, I don't know. But then, so at that age, I was like, yeah, let me actually like give it a shot. And then I started calling Yuck Yucks week after week, trying to get on their open mic, and then I got on and fell in love immediately. I was like, yo, this is sick. Yes. Brought out my whole neighborhood. It's like 25 people for me doing a 5-minute spot, not paid. I was like, mom, bro, yo, neighbor, high school homies, your boy's a comedian. And then,
do you remember where that first show was?
Yeah, it was at Yuck Yucks.
Oh, it was at Yuck Yucks.
Yes.
Was it at which Yucks was that? Not
downtown Toronto.
The downtown Toronto
Richmond.
Yucks. Wow.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And then, it's all history. I just fell in love with it from there, and then it's great. It's been such a great journey so far. I'm so thankful.
But along that journey, it's your path has not been just a straight trajectory.
No, not linear.
Yeah.
Well, I was also like at that point I started doing comedy, but I didn't have like a real like I wasn't making money. I was like working at the bank.
Yeah.
But I was like, taking calls for credit cards, but I'm like, this job sucks. I can't do this. I can't keep taking calls because you take 100 calls a day and you're talking all day, and now you got to go do spot. You're like, dude, I don't even feel like doing comedy. I was working a job I hated. I was dating a girl that it was just falling. We weren't into it at all. And I was bad at comedy. And I was like, yo, I had just 3 bad. This can't. It's too much bad. We got to figure it out. So then I quit the bank, went back to school, Seneca at York.
Shout out Seneca.
Seneca at York. It's not just any Seneca. Different kind of Seneca vibe there. And I took TV and broadcasting, worked as a video editor for like maybe a year. I was editing TV commercials and stuff like that. Didn't like it. I was like, this kind of, very tedious. And then left, started volunteering at a school near my house. And then I was like, yo, I kind of actually like teaching. So then I went back to school at like 26 or 27. And I was like, yo, if I could just lock in for like 5 years.
Just 5 years. Just lock in. Just focus.
If I could just lock in for 5 years, I'm going to be able to be a substitute teacher. So that means I get to pick my schedule. I don't have to ask for days off. All my days are off until I say I'm coming in. And then I could prioritize comedy. And then I locked in for 5 years, crushed my undergrad. applied for teachers college, crushed my Bachelor of Education, got a job, became a substitute teacher, and then they're like, "Yo, do you want to become a full-time teacher?" And I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "You went to school for 5 years so you could be a sub?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely."
Amazing.
It's like making the NBA, and you're like, "No, I'll just sit on the
I'll
bench.
be
You
on-
guys do your thing."
That's amazing.
Like, you can be a starter. I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to be a
I don't wanna-
starter." I'm
That's
alright.
hilarious.
You guys play your ball.
Those are my goal.
Yeah, I'll average 2 minutes a game. Couple of layups. I'll probably miss them.
You know what's wild though? I hear
Yeah.
that you are one of the most popular teachers. Like whenever you are in a
Yeah.
school, everybody says they get very excited when
Yeah.
Moe's on school.
Yeah. The kids they'll have computers now. So they're just like,
Yes, they love you.
they start. I don't know if it's like they've seen me on like a TV or a TV show or a
Yeah.
commercial or something. But there's always a kid that's like, "Yo, are you an actor?" And I go, "I don't know. Am I?" And he goes, "I think so." And I go, "I don't know." And they go, "What's your first name?" And then I tell them my actual first name, which is Muhammad. I go,
Yeah.
"Muhammad." So then they look up Moe Ismail, and it's like, dude, you look up Muhammad on the internet, you're getting 8,000 bazillion results.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Nah." And I was like, "I don't know, man. I go, how do you find people? You guys are smart kids. How do you find people?" And they go, "Okay, what do we know about you? Your last name is Ismail. You're a teacher." So they'll type in Ismail teacher. And then once they do that, then all the articles start rolling.
Coming
I was
in.
like CBC and
Yes.
this show, that show, boom, boom, boom. And then they start to go, "Oh, yo, this guy's famous." I was like, "Buddy, I lived at my mom's until like 2-3 years ago."
You're so
So famous. What are you talking about?
But you have performed in front of huge audiences, like
Yeah.
massive crowds that some people will never get to do.
Yeah.
And comedy, as we know, like it takes a lot. A lot of people can call themselves a comedian, but to actually get to that level where you get to perform at that's a
Yeah.
very rare thing.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's just, I think at some point you go, okay, like, I do want to make a living from doing my art, which sounds so, like, pretentious, but, like, I love this art form so much. I love making jokes. I love joking around. And I was like,
Yes.
if I could just somehow transition from, doing whatever monotonous jobs to things that are meaningful or rewarding. So, like, teaching was a part of that, and then it's like comedy. If I could just make this my main thing,
Yeah.
so then you pack your bags and you go, "I'm gonna hit the road. Because I'm killing it in Toronto," and then you go outside of Toronto and you're not doing it as well, and then you start working on that, and now you're killing it in Toronto and outside of Toronto, and then that radius starts to grow and grow and grow, and then now you're going across the country to these
Yes.
like BC, Alberta, you're going into the mountains, you're going to the oil fields,
Yes.
and then you're making those guys laugh. And you go, wait, so if I can do it in Canada, like, let me just go across the border, see what it's like over there. So you're just always exploring and breaking new grounds, and you start, I don't know, you just like anything, you go to the gym every day, you get
Mhm.
stronger.
Mhm.
So you're doing jokes, you're telling jokes every day, you're becoming funnier, you're becoming sharper, and then you're like, okay, like, and you start making enough waves that you don't have to talk about yourself anymore.
Right.
You go, someone's gonna talk about me.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna put on a show and go, "Yo, you don't got Moe on this?
Yes.
You don't got Janice on? Like, you gotta get somebody." So then, but before that, you go, put me on.
Yeah.
You're like, "No, you're talking about yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to big yourself up.
Yes.
Someone's almost got to vouch for you."
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's
so,
very true. Well, look at that. When
Yeah.
you arrived here today,
Mhm.
before we even got down to this,
Yeah.
there was already a note that somebody wanted to talk to you about another opportunity. Like they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Moe's coming. We've been wanting to reach out to him
Yeah.
about a corporate thing."
That's
So
nice.
that's so nice.
I'm
and
very
man,
lucky,
and
yeah.
well, we love that because we
Thank
love
you.
you. We love
I
our
love you guys
Scarborough
too.
people. Yeah,
Shout
man.
out Scarborough. Shout out Scarborough Spots. Shout out Scarborough's a joke.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are always breaking new ground and doing such big things.
Thank
And
you,
it's so
guys.
nice. It's so that your commitment to Scarborough is unreal. I'm always so baffled by it. I go, you guys took this one thing that just growing up, it didn't really mean anything.
It didn't mean, as a matter of fact, it kind of meant something negative.
It meant that you hit it. I would tell
Yes.
people, you go, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from the East."
East.
They go,
I'm from the East.
whereabouts? Just, like Kennedy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They go, Scarborough? Like, something like that.
But we totally, that was the whole thing, was that we took that and we flipped that and turned it into Scarborough Pride, because everybody wants to belong to something, right?
Yeah.
And this is our community. So we said, no more talking bad about us.
No.
We are a gang.
Yeah.
And that's why we support our own.
Absolutely.
Speaking of supporting our own, I heard that you brought a treat for us.
I did.
This segment is brought to you by STC. Big thank you to Scarborough Town Center, the heart of Scarborough shopping and culture. We appreciate your support in helping us share local stories.
Yo, it's in that bag.
And that this was a Scarborough treat.
A Scarborough treat. You got to support the locals, the local. Now, I don't know the owners of this place, but I know that it's a great business. They're called Al Diwan. Shout out Al Diwan. There we go. Get some pictures.
Do we know about Al Diwan? Have we visited? Oh yeah, Jesse's like, yeah, of course I know about Al Diwan.
Yeah, the Al Diwan.
Jesse.
And and it's like savory pastries. They got menaish. If you don't know what that is, just like cheese and bread and other toppings. They got these ones I think are spinach. They got cheese. Can you eat cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'd say grab this one.
I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Are we allowed to eat on
It
this?
smells so good. Heck
Can
yeah.
we eat on this? Okay.
Wait, I want that one though. What's this one?
I think this one's za'atar and cheese.
Oh, buddy, I'm a Za'atar.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there.
Watch me.
Za'atargal at hotmail.com. Here we go.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, boys. Hit this. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of. There's cheese. There's meat.
Meat pies.
Yeah.
What's inside the triangle one?
Cheese.
This one's spinach. That one's spinach.
Yeah,
I'm going.
that's what I, it's soft.
Yeah.
Now, can you this?
Mm-hmm.
This is delicious.
Which one did you get? Spinach.
Yeah, the cheese ones are also deadly. The long boat-looking ones. This one's got like meat and like beef and something, but.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's very delicious.
These guys are amazing. They got, I think, 2 locations. Not sure where in the Middle East they're from, but some sort of Arabs. Shout out to all my Arab Habibis.
Shout out to all the BBs.
Shout out to Lawrence, everybody on Lawrence.
Everybody on Lawrence.
You know, Shawarma Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Gadir.
Gadir.
Come on, those guys are killing it.
Love them.
Yeah. So, love these pastries.
Love these. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So, I think this is where I say that we're at the end of the line. We've reached our stop.
Damn.
And I thank you so much for coming out.
This is my favorite part where
I'm
you
hitting
go,
the mic.
when you ever get to your stop, and then you get up, you grab your bag, and then you stand in front of the door, and then you hear ping, and the door doesn't open because you realize it's opening behind you. And then you feel like such a goof because you've been making eye contact with some girl, and you're like, yeah, I was just confused and whatever. It's gotta be one of the most embarrassing things.
Oh, wait. Actually, I have to ask you something before we go.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
What does this mean to you?
Oh, God. No.
What does this
No.
mean to you?
Mm.
Does this, can you tell us anything about this photo?
That was taken at, where was this taken? Distillery.
At the distillery. Which
Mhm.
camera can I? This is a young
This is
Moe.
so embarrassing.
Hold it to this one.
Hold it to this one.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. Here's a baby Moe.
Baby Moe.
Before and after.
Yeah, no facial hair. You know what actually happened that day? I was gonna get some headshots done and some promo shots, and I went to Conrad's. You guys know Conrad's, the
course.
barbershop
Beside Patty.
beside Patty Time.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: unless you're very specific about what kind of haircut you want, everybody's a little different. You know what I mean? And I was also.
Because like, he went to Conrad's and he's wearing a hat in this photo. So.
And this isn't no shade on Conrad,
No, I
but I
don't.
was starting to bald, and every time I would go in, I'm like, "Do you guys have any solution for this?" And the guy's like, "Man, me not know," and he's so frustrated. Me not know what to do, man. He was just, oh man. And he would start lining me up from the front, but as I started balding, the hairline started going further and further back. And then the last visit, he started lining me up. He tilted my head back. And if he went from behind and he started lying, he's like, dude, I can't. He's like, this is not.
Yeah.
So this was one of those times, and then my brother, I guess, suggested that he goes, yo, give him a chin strap. And I was like, what? And then and I was like, I don't want a chin strap.
I don't want a chin strap.
So then he rocked me with the chin strap. I was like, I can't have these headshots with the chin strap. So then I just shaved everything, kept a little bit of a goatee.
Like a baby Moe.
No mustache. And I'm talking a lot. If you notice the Nike logo underneath, if you hold it up to the camera, there's a little tick. And that's because it's not a Nike shirt. It's Nike.
Nike.
Which is like a shout out to all the bootleg back home. They go, Habibi, Nike. Same thing. One letter. It's same. Waited. Yeah, one tick. Extra, it's the check mark, but there's another EF. It's same.
I love it. I know when I first went to Jamaica back when Tommy Hilfiger came out, there was Jimmy Cliffhanger everywhere. I was like, Jimmy Cliffhanger.
Yeah, Odidos. Odidos. 4 stripes. Odidos, man. Come on. The same.
I feel actually like Scarborough doesn't have enough bootleg stuff.
Oh, we need more bootleg.
We need more bootleg stuff in Scarborough.
But not like a fake version of the real. No. Mess it up.
Yes.
Don't.
Authentically messed up.
Authentically, yeah. You added the tick, the 4th, Rio Bach. Like those. Yeah. Come on. We need more of that.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. And on behalf of the Toronto Zoo, who are open 365 days a year, they are giving you this beautiful guest pass to come by and enjoy the grounds.
Yeah.
It's beautiful any time of the year. The zoo, I want more people coming here. We have one of the most world-renowned zoos right here in Scarborough.
Yo, gorillas are one of my favorite animals.
There you go. Let's go check out the gorillas.
I haven't been to the zoo in a long time.
Here you go. And here's your little gift bag from them. You get a gift bag.
Stop.
Yeah, my guy.
This is sick. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate this.
And there's even one more.
There's more.
On behalf of another one of our sponsors, STC. Shout out STC.
Ooh, STC. Let's go.
Keeping all of our guests in.
Man, you guys are too kind.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Mo. We love you. Yeah.
Love you guys too.
Before we go, let's tell people what's coming up for you. What do we got to look out for?
Ooh, I just recorded my my first comedy special. I have an album out right now. It's called Homeroom Habibi from a couple years ago. Really good album. Make fun of a lot of kids in it and talk about being Egyptian. So if you want to just hear a dude ripping on kids, check that album out. All streaming platforms. But then I recorded my first special just a couple weeks ago. We're editing it right now. Coming out in a couple months, hopefully in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And look out for that. That's going to be available on YouTube. So
I'm excited for that.
I can't say the title just yet.
That's all right.
It's an open love letter to all the bros. To all my bros. Love y'all.
We had a bunch of people from Scarborough come out to support you for that.
Yeah.
Me and a couple of the guys that we work with were there, and it was amazing. So
thank you.
People
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, man.
So
thank
you guys for having me.
Thank you, Mo. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
Shout out Scarborough Spots.
Woo woo! And that's right.
Yeah. That was fun.
Your very own student card, TTC card.
The Scarborough Show. This is great.
Yeah, man.
And you guys used my hairless face. Yo, this is unforgivable, but also so sweet. I love this. This is nice.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. To the moon, baby.
To the moon, baby.
Let's go.
This episode is brought to you by the Scarborough Shooting Stars, the team that brought Scarborough its first ever professional championship. Get your season tickets now. Go to www.scarboroughshootingstars.ca. Brought to you by Aero Group of Companies, industry leaders dedicated to excellence, innovation, and community impact. A huge thank you to Aero for supporting Scarborough stories and helping us put our city on the map.